Hey guys, welcome to Breathing with Bruce. And this is our very first one, and I kind of put off doing this because there's so many things I wanted to talk about when it comes to breathing. But I figured that might as well just do one of these. Keep it simple. Let's get started. Okay, and then hopefully you guys can, by watching this, you can commit to starting to just pay attention more to breathing. So I've been doing a lot of research and practice with a lot of different breathing stuff. And it turns out it's really, really important to breathe. So now that we're talking about breathing, have you noticed your breathing? Are you doing autonomic breathing, where you're just sitting there and just taking in a little bit, and then breathing out just a little bit, right? Our autonomic breathing actually only brings us about 10% of the capacity that we're able to do. Autonomic breathing, it just happens automatically, right? As is the name. And it's what keeps us alive. It's how we breathe when we sleep. It's how we breathe. It's how we don't have to think about it. But the thing is it's only keeping us alive. Okay, so like I was saying, we only use about 10% of our breathing capacity when it comes to doing this kind of breathing. So only 10% of our lungs gets filled up, only 10% of the oxygen gets activated, only 10% of what we need gets sent to the rest of the body. Okay, now they've done studies where, amongst so many other things I want to talk about, but one thing is that cancer cells cannot survive in an oxygen-rich atmosphere. They need lots of sugar, and they need lots of um, sugar and CO2, basically blocking it. Okay, so they live in their own little atmosphere, and they can't hide. They can't live in an acidic or oxygen-rich environment. So let's just start changing it. Let's start breathing. Okay, it's going to help with so many other things as well. But there's a little technique I wanted to teach you when it comes to doing like real full breathing. Okay, so this practice, the point of doing this whole thing is to be done just at a minimum once a day. Okay, it should take 5 minutes maybe, but just to take 5 minutes, preferably right when you wake up, just to like sit up in bed or to take a moment and just start breathing. Okay, and I'm sitting here without a shirt on to show you what kind of breathing there is, like as far as how to get complete breath. Okay, so there's actually three different parts. Okay, stomach, ribs, and chest. So let's just practice one at a time. Okay, so let's get started with a little bit of stomach breathing. It's where you want to only fill in your stomach. Would you breathe in? Okay, and then breathe out only with your stomach. Yeah, you get this like pregnant belly looking thing. You fill up your stomach, fills up, breathe out. It's about a third of the air that we can handle. Fill it up, bring it out. Okay, that's the first one. You can actually notice by putting your hand on your stomach how much it actually moves when you do it right. Interesting. Okay, so that's actually quite a bit. Even just by doing that, we've improved our oxygen a lot just by having that one technique. But let's see if we can put it together with these other ones as well. The next one we got is ribs. So you can actually take your hands with your thumbs hooked out and put your thumbs behind you. Okay, so then you're actually just like holding on to your ribs right here. You can really feel it as you breathe in. Oh, you see that? Yeah, you're really actually just trying to push your hands away. And in. And if you want to, you can actually push down on the exhale. That actually helps to force the air out. Wow. So there we go. That's actually quite a bit of movement, isn't it? Now you may begin to feel a little bit lightheaded as you're breathing this deeply, right? Filling up, getting it all out. Okay, so what's super important to get as much oxygen as we can, but also to get rid of all the carbon dioxide at the end. Okay, so in so many cases, we can fill up our lungs and that's great. We got oxygen, we're filled with oxygen and that's awesome. And we breathe out, right? That means if we don't breathe out all the way, that means that we still have CO2 stuck in our lungs at the very bottom. Okay, so we want to fill in all the way, get rid of it all the way. Yeah, really breathe in all the way, breathe out all the way. That brings us to our third part of our breathing, okay? And that is with our chest. So put your hand on your chest right here. And as you breathe in, you just focus, forget about the stomach, forget about the chest or the ribs. Just think about the chest. Try to make your hand raise. And that can really be exaggerated with the shoulders. If you lift up while you're breathing in, okay, so those are our three parts of breathing. Okay, while we're doing a lot of deep breathing with our stomach, we're actually bringing in a lot of oxygen and movement, literal movement to our stomach, our liver, our pancreas, okay, gallbladder, lots of things that are in here, kidneys in the back. They're actually getting a little massage on the inside. So not only are we filling up our lungs, our bodies with all the oxygen that we need, but we're also giving ourselves a little bit of massage on the inside. Okay, I'll go into more about why that's important later. So kind of the same thing with our ribs as we're breathing in, making a big deal to exaggerate it. What's under there? The ribs, okay? Underneath that, the heart, the lungs, okay? In this side, the liver, we have our colon going around here, okay? Underneath that, the thymus, right above the heart, right there. So glands, okay? So inside for the massage for the insides, but lots of organs there as well. And it's the same right here, the thyroid gland. Okay, when you get sick, you can feel your thyroids just full. Okay, you can feel them full. That's really the only time that you really notice them. Feel them now while you feel healthy, you feel good. Even they're small, right? But as we're breathing in using our chest, we're really actually moving a lot of that space right there. Okay, I think I've taken enough time describing it. Let's just take a couple of minutes and let's put all this breathing together just in practice. Okay, so we're going to start with stomach, ribs, chest. When we breathe out, we actually want to go in reverse the same way. Chest, the stomach, ribs, chest, because we want all the air, we fill up with all the air, then we want all the air to leave in the same direction. That way we're making sure we're getting all the air at the bottom of our lungs there. Okay, so let's breathe in together here. 1, 2, 3 parts, and then when we breathe out, we're going to breathe out together. Okay, you can kind of feel as you empty out completely. Let's try this again. All together from the chest, from the stomach. All the way in, and then all the way out, starting with the stomach. Okay, let's try again a couple more times, but on our own here. Okay, so this is tricky to do, guys. This is not easy to do, to retrain ourselves how to breathe appropriately. I'm even getting a little bit lightheaded from that, just to get so much oxygen into our circulatory system. It's not used to it. A lot of these alveoli that are just reaching in, these dendrites at the end of our lungs, they're just like little tree branches. And they're starting to fill up with oxygen. They haven't had oxygen in there for who knows how long. So as we're breathing in, filling them up, they're getting oxygen maybe for the first time in who knows, months, years. Okay, so that's kind of what gives us a lightheaded feeling. As we're filling up with lots of oxygen, oxygen when mixed in the brain with nitrogen that's also in the atmosphere creates nitrous oxide. So if we hold our breath a little bit, we hold it while our breath is full, we create a little bit of nitrous oxide in our brain, which is laughing gas. Okay, it feels good when you hold your breath there a little bit. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. This is just day number 1. We're just practicing breathing. So just one thing at a time, guys. Let's do with the stomach. the ribs, and the chest. So this has been 10 minutes. This is Breathing with Bruce. This is our very first episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. Practice this every single day for a week. We'll come out with another video in a week from today where we kind of add more stuff to it. We give you some more information and just start to notice if you feel better while you're breathing. Okay? Tomorrow, you're going to be able to breathe a little bit more than you could today. The same thing for the day after that. So take 5 minutes every day, guys, and let's practice breathing together, okay? And we'll go over why that's so important in next time's episode. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Keep breathing, okay? Keep breathing. Keep breathing. See ya.